classes, just copy that recordings for offline. You will get it from the admin here. Okay. After the class, you just talk to admin. They will provide the links. Okay. So browser required two things, host name and then IP address. What are we providing to the browser? Host name we are providing. What is an example that we are providing? Google.com. Fantastic. And is it possible for us, Nana, to provide the IP address to the browser? No. Who is the guy who will be remembering the IP addresses in the network? DNS. What is the full form of DNS? Domain name server. Fantastic. What is that, Nana? Domain name server. What is the job of domain name server? It keep tracks of all host names and then IP addresses. Fantastic. What does it do? It will keep track of all host names and then IP addresses. Okay. And also, I told you one more thing. It will convert IP to host name and host name to IP address. Fantastic. Good. Okay. Now, from browser, the request will go to local DNS. From request will go to local DNS. Okay, if the local DNS has the IP, we'll get it back. If the local DNS doesn't have the IP, the request will go to RNS. What is the full form of RNS? Root name server. What is the job of RNS? Identify which top level domain that we have. Okay, so which is the top level domain that we are requesting for? .com. So then the request will go to Nana, which one? .com. Okay, from root name server, the request will go to top level domain. What is an example of top level domain that we are talking about? .com. So .com is how many websites will be there in .com? Infinity, millions of websites. So inside this millions of website, how do we identify our google.com? Using? Wow, excellent. Which one? Name server. So the request will go to the name server. From name server, the request will go to SOA. What is the full form of SOA? Start of authority. Which one? Start of authority. Now, who has the IP address? SOA has the IP address. And all the way it will come back to the browser. And we are requesting for which page? Google page. So it will go to which company? Google company. Who is the guy who will be stopping you the request first? Firewall. Which one? Firewall. What is firewall? Which stops unauthorized access to the network. Fantastic. Firewall will allow or deny. Firewall will allow or deny. Cool. Okay. And can we create the rules in firewall? What to allow, what not to allow? Okay. So now, what is the protocol that we are using in the browser? HTTP. Which one, Nana? HTTP. So what is the port number of HTTP? 80. And what is the port number of HTTPS? 443. And what is the port number of SSH? 22. What is the port number of RDP? 3389. Which is the protocol is used to connect to Linux machines? SSH. For Windows machines? RDP. Which one is secure? HTTP or HTTPS? Cool. Okay, so from firewall, the request will go to load balancer. Nana, what is load balancer? Which will distribute the traffic to multiple servers. From load balancer, it will go to web server. From web server, it will go to app server. App server to database server. Database server to app. App to web. Web to load balancer to firewall and back to browser. Super good. Injected? Tell me honestly, really, yes or no? Have you done any revision? Not required. That's what I'm saying. You no need to do any revision. So I'll be directly injecting in your brains. Okay. So very nice, Anna. Online people, too good and fantastic. This is how you should be. And I really appreciate that. So I feel very happy if you answer the questions. Too good. Good. Okay. Okay, Nana. So this is what we have discussed in our last class. Nana, those who are new, don't worry at all. Okay. Don't worry at all. Just continue the classes from now. So you will get the recordings. Just go to the recordings. 1 hour is fine. You will get to know all the information. If at all, if you say, sir, I haven't got it, then I'll conduct a separate backup class for that. Okay. So because of only this couple of days class, will you miss the entire classes? Don't do that. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about today's topic. Before I talk about today's topic, I just wanted to, can you please tell from browser, the request will go to local DNS. From local DNS, it will go to root name server. From root name server, the request will go to top level domain. From top level domain, the request will go to name server. Name server to SOA. Okay. No. Then it will come to the browser. From browser, it goes to firewall. From firewall, it goes to load balancer. And from load balancer, it goes to web server. Web server to app server to, I think you will never forget this now. Right? Good. So, yesterday, guys, what we have learned is many people what they did was, when I asked what is the port number for HTTP, what is the port number of HTTP? 80, no? What is the port number of HTTP? 80. Many people said 8080. Yes or no? Do you remember? Many people said 8080, and many people also don't know what is the port number, what is HTTP. We all know what is HTTP. What exactly that HTTP will do? Do we know? Tell me honestly, yes or no? No. Should we talk about protocols today, which is very, very important in further coming classes? Let's talk about the protocols. So, the first protocol that everyone knows is HTTP. Which one? What is the full form of HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, so as per our last class, what is the default port number of HTTP? 80. What is the default port number of HTTP? 80. Okay. Let's talk. We'll go slowly one by one. Okay. Okay. HTTP default port number is 80. Let us go a little bit deeper now. Okay, Nana. So now, whenever you're opening a browser, what is the syntax that you put in the browser? http://google.com. Yes or no? http://google.com. Okay, guys, I want you to concentrate the class first. Okay, just click on that links or copy those links. Okay, first concentrate on the class and you will get all the information from admin at any time. Okay. Okay, see. Now, so the thing is here, guys, if you open the browser, what is the syntax that you're putting? Say that again. http://google.com. Everyone will put like this. Nana, what is HTTP here? HTTP is a protocol. Yes or no? It's a protocol. ://google.com. Can I call it as domain name? Google.com, we call it as domain name. This is what we know. Yes or no? But at the end of that URL, many people doesn't know we need to put the port number. What we need to put, Nana? Port number. Do we know this? Every website at the end, we have the port number. Every website, if you take http://google.com, at the end, it should be having a port number. But do we put the port number? No. Okay, if you take, Nana, for example, if you take any website, is it good for you to asking to put the port number at the end of the URL? We just need google.com, right? We just need facebook.com. We just need amazon.com. We just need flipkart.com. If anyone asks you, hey, please access flipkart http://flipkart.com:33412. Will you access it? Are you interested? So for customer, it should be, okay, now see here, for customer, we should not give any port number. We should not give any port number. Nana, see, remember, For HTTP, the default port number is 80. Which one? For HTTP, the default port number is 80. For HTTPS, the default port number is 443. Which one? 443. I'm saying default port number. Which one? Default port number. Default port number meaning, Nana, at the end you put or don't put, it will work. If you put or don't put, it will work. Let's say, for example, I open a window. Okay. Now, http://google.com:80. If I put like this, tell me, will it work or not? What is your answer? Fundamentals, basics, online. Will it work or not? If I put 80 at the end, will it work or not? Some people say no, some people say yes. Some people mixed feelings. Okay, the answer is Nana, it will work. Should I put? You see? I told you at the end, what did I put? Port number, what is the port number I put? 80. Nana, what is the protocol we are using? HTTP. What is the HTTP default port number? 80. Whether at the end, if you are using HTTP, at the end, if you are using 80, if you put or don't put, doesn't matter, it will work. That is why it is called default port number. Okay, now you tell me this. https://google.com:44. Tell me this will work or not. You have to be confident. If you say wrong also, you should be confident. What is that? Answer is yes. Because what is the protocol that we are using? HTTP, yes. And what is the default port number? It will work. It will work. Okay. Now, if I put like this, https://google.com:143. Work? It will work. It will not work. It will not work because what is the protocol that I'm using? HTTP? Yes. For HTTPS, what is the default port number? 443. If you put something else, will it work now? Site can't be reached. So the thing is, Nana, for customer, it should be a default port number only. For HTTP, default port number is 80. For HTTPS, default port number is 443. Anything else we can provide for the customer? No. Are you interested to put any kind of port number at the end? No. You understand? So that's why here we call it as, that's why we call it as HTTP default port number is 80. So for customer, it should be always 80 and 443. Anything else is good? No. So here for customer, it should be always 80 and or 443. So for every customer, remember guys, you have to give only these things. Now, if you have this, do we need to enter separately this port number 80 or 443? Do you need to enter in the URL? Not required. Not required. You're getting it? Is it clear till here? Slowly, we'll go slowly. Is it clear till here? You understood the topic? Okay. Now, I'll give you a real-time example and you should answer me. Okay. Okay. See. So this is the server, Nana. Okay. This is the server. And every server will have the IP address? Yes. So 192.168.10.20, for example, is the IP address. Nana. And inside this server, I have an application working on which is working on port number 8080. I have an application. I have hosted a application in my server and the application working on which port number? 8080. Now I'll give you options. Which one is correct? Now I want to access my application. How do I access my application? You tell me. http://192.168 this one, and this one, and this. Okay. Now you tell me here, which one is the right answer out of these three? Tell me which one is the right answer. Everyone. See, there, backside. Which one? First, second, third. Yes, first. How many are first? How many are second? So majority is second. So the right answer is second one. Right? Fantastic. Right? So the thing is here. No. So now our application is working on which port number? 8080. So how do you access your application? Using 8080 only. So if you put 80, will it work? No. But your application working. Let's say if your application working on 80, then which one will is the right answer? If your application is working on 80, which is the first one? Which is the answer? First one. Okay. Now I'm asking one question here now. No, I'm asking one question. Do you have any difference between first and third? Any difference between first and third? Do we have difference? Yes or no? Answer is no. So first and third one both are same. I told you whether you put 80 or don't put it, it is the same thing. So first and third is same. So, but your application is working on which port number, Nana? 8080. For that reason, you need to give end of the URL, you need to put the 8080. But will you give this URL to the customer? Is the customer is interested to access the website using that link? No. But do you remember? Yesterday, we have learned about this concept. No. Whenever okay, see here. If I draw the diagram like this, what is this? Excellent. What is this? Load balancer. Okay. See, I'm giving the real-time example. So this is your server. Your application is working on. This is application. And this is application. So your application is working on port 8080. Okay. This is your load balancer. And we have our user here. Tell me some name. Raj. So we have Raj here. Okay, Nana. So now Raj want to access the application and it is raj.com. Can you tell me how do we access the application now? http://raj.com. Is this correct? I am triggering your brain slowly. Is it correct or wrong? So that is wrong. That is wrong. I told you for customer, it should be always default port number. For customer, it should be always default port number. So what is the protocol that I'm using here? HTTP. For that HTTP, what is the default port number? 80. So that meaning I don't want to put anything. This is the right one. Correct? But your application is working on which port number, Nana? 8080. But will it work with 80? No, it will not work. So the thing is here is the request will go to the load balancer on which port number? 80 only. But our so-called load balancer will convert to 8080 and send it to the application. This is how we do it in real time. Getting it? There are so many things. Dacham, right? So we have so many things. I'll show you slowly one by one. Okay. Let's not dump everything in our mind. But you understood the topics now. Now today we are talking about protocols today. We are talking about protocols, which is very, very important in your entire life in IT industry. Without this information about the protocols, without this knowledge, you cannot troubleshoot anything. Okay, Nana? So I'm just repeating again. Your application is working on which port number? 8080. Louder. Your application is working on which port number? 8080. But will you expose 8080 to your customer? Is any customer, forget about customer. Are you interested to access the application using 8080? You want raj.com. That's no. Will you put raj.com :12143? Will you give it? You're not interested, no. So it should be only a default port number. So if your application working on port 8080 and if your customer is accessing on 80, can we convert that 80 to 8080 on load balancer level? Yes, we can do that. How? Wait. Slowly we'll go. But you understand, Nana? Remember, for customer, it should be always 80 and 443. So which one is secure? HTTP or HTTPS? Super. Nana, is this clear till here? Chitty clear online? Nice. Now, sir, you are talking about HTTP. Okay, good. Sir, what does the HTTP will do? Yes or no? We are talking about HTTP, but what does the HTTP will do? Let's see. Do you know what is client and server? We learned, right? Now, what is client? What is client? Which request a resource. Fantastic. So this is client, and let's say I open the browser and I type google.com. google.com, right? And then here we have a server. Okay, Nana? See here. You opened your browser. You opened your laptop. See, very interesting here. You opened your laptop and you open the browser and you type google.com. Where does the request will go? Request will go to the server. So many people saying that request will go to the server. Good. How? Now, who will be taking all your data to the server? Guys, is nothing but HTTP only. Who is the guy who will be taking all your data from your client to server? HTTP. See here. So you type http:// google.com. So whenever you type this, HTTP will collect all the information. All the information meaning, who are you? Where are you from? Which IP address, which port number, which protocol, all the information it will collect and it will go in the network. It will go, and it will go to the server. And server will say, hey, what's up? Data packet, what's up? And server will say that, hey, what's up? And your HTTP will say, Babu, give me Google page. So server will take the Google page and HTTP will take that Google page and come back and give it to the client. So can we say that HTTP transfers the data from client to server and server to client to and fro? The job of the HTTP is to transfer the data to and fro from your browser to the server and server to the browser. You understand what is the job of HTTP? So HTTP, and if you want to transfer everything, they both should be inside the network or not? Yes, it should be in the network. So, and here the server will respond back to the client. You understand? You understand what is HTTP? So I'll write it here for you. HTTP transfers the data to and fro, right, from the browser to server. Now, who is the guy who will be transferring your data to and fro? HTTP. Which one? HTTP. Do you understand the job of HTTP? So the job of HTTP is to transfer the data from client to server. Okay, now I'll tell you one thing. So let's talk about here something called, Nana, it is status code. What is that? Status codes. Okay, now see here, carefully see here. http://google.com/hello. Do we have any page like hello in google.com? Yes or no? You see here now. You see the logic here. Nana, you open the browser and you type http://google.com/hello. And this HTTP will take the request all the way. It will go to which server? Google server. Yes or no? Google server, this HTTP will ask, Arey bhai, Google server, what is the page that you are accessing for? Hello. Arey Google server, give me hello page. Oh, hello page. Google server, what it does, it will check everything. Niche upar sab check kar lega. Right? In the server, it will check. What is that page? Hello page. So it will check the entire information in the server. Do we have the hello page? So if there is no page, page not found. What is that? Page not found. Have you saw this in your internet? Sometimes when you're accessing different website, all of a sudden you will get what? Page not found. So if you're asking a nasty thing, some URL or some page, if the page is not there on the server, what the server will do? Server will say that Babu, page not found. So that information will take, the HTTP will take, and it will go to the client, and you will get on your browser. It'll say page not found. Do you understand why page not found? You will get it because the page that you're requesting is not there on the server. So yes, but it is page not found, meaning for us, we can easily read it. But in the backend, they will send the code language. They will send you the code language, right? And the code language is here is, if page not found, it will send a code called 400, 404. Which one? 404. Page not found. So whenever you see the status code called 404, what does that mean? Page not found. And do you saw any other code? Tell me. Any other codes also you saw night on a website? Tell me. 503. 503 is there, no? What is that 503? Service unavailable. Sometimes you get let's say all of a sudden you are accessing IRCTC and you're booking the tickets. When you click on payment, then all of a sudden ring, it will say and say service unavailable. Oh, gone. Right? So that is 503. Whenever we get 503, it is service unavailable. That meaning your website is not available. And sometimes then you will get 500. Internal server error. You see all these errors, guys? So every time you will be seeing all this code, but we never realize that what is that about. As now you will be future AWS architects and engineers, you should know all these things. Without that, how do you troubleshoot, ma? Difficult, no? If your customer says, let's say for example, Raj, hello, Mr. Raj. Yes, customer. Your website is getting 404. 404. What 404? Are you giving any phone number? No, it is not phone number. It is a HTTP status code. Whenever you get 404, then you should understand, oh, page not found. That meaning he's accessing something which is not there in my server. And all of a sudden he get 500. 500 meaning internal server. By seeing this, oh, 500, internal server error. Where is that error? Internally in your server. There is something wrong in your server. So whenever you see that, you should go and try to troubleshoot it. You're getting, Nana? So that is few steps. Okay, now, if page found, the Google page /images, page is there? Yes. If page is there, what is the status code that you will get? 200. Which one? 200. So page found, or you code. Success code. This is an interview or certification question. So what is your page found? What is the status code that you will get? Which one, Nana? 200. Which one? 200. If page found, 200. Is this clear? Getting it? Is it clear, Nana? Slowly. Okay, good. So now we talked about HTTP. That's good. Let's say, for example, Nana, you are accessing some website. Which is on HTTP. Which one? HTTP. Secure, not secure. Secure, not secure. Not secure. So now you are accessing that HTTP and it is asking you are doing some payment. You are doing some payment in that link. Let's say flipkart.com is HTTPS, but they write some other website which is working on HTTP and you are doing some payment. Okay, you did some payment. You are putting credentials, your credit card details, CVV number, expiry date, everything you are putting it. Nana, in the network, the data is transferred using what packets? Data packets. What packets? Data packets. All your data is going in the form of packet from one place to another place. How does it is moving? It is through data packets. Okay, now consider that this is the data packet. Which one, Nana? This is the data packet. What does the data packet contains? Information. What, from where you are coming? Guys, who will stop the data packet? Our firewall, no? Firewall will stop. Hey, data packet, stop. And what the firewall will ask? Where are you coming, Babu? Where are you coming from? And say that I'm coming from Raj's laptop. Where are you going? Google page. Who sent you? Raj's IP address. What is the protocol that you're using? HTTP. What is the port number you're using? 80. All this information, where does it contain? In the data packet. So it contains the source, destination, protocol information, port number, what is the data, is it secure or not? Nana, if you are using HTTP, is it secure or it's not secure? Not secure. Let's say this is HTTP. Okay, now see here. Now you are using HTTP. Now you are using HTTP and you're doing some payment. All your payment information will be where? In the data packet only. Yes or no? You are nicely, partially, you are putting a credit card number and then CVV number, everything you have put it in the website. And that entire your sensitive information is carried by data packet. Yes or no? So data packet is flowing, arams it is going, la la la, it is, friendly, it is going. And all of a sudden someone stopped. Hey, data packet, stop. Kaun hai re tu? Hacker. Who is that? Hacker. Who is that? So that hacker will stop him saying that data packet is very innocent. So data packet is very innocent. And this hacker will say, open your packet, dikhao, kya hai? Emundi lopala. Data packets will open. Whenever it opens, what will happen? Your credit card information, your CVB number, your everything, whatever you are giving, everything will be there. And what will the hacker will do? He'll do festival. Yes or no? He will take it and he will misuse it. So do you see that many times, many people credit card information will get misused like this only. Is it safe? So whenever, if you're using HTTP, all the data is going using plain text. Which one, Nana? Plain text or clear text. So all the information in your data packet, if you are using HTTP, your entire information will be in clear text, neatly available. LKG student will, PP1, PP2 student can also read everything there. Is it safe? Not safe. So now, which is the protocol that we should use in this case? HTTP? Yes. Which one, Nana? HTTPS. Now, let's say, for example, now we are using HTTP. Yes. HTTPS working on which port number? 443. Now, let's say, for example, Nana, let's say, Chiti. Now, you are using HTTP website and you're doing the payment now. All the payment information will be in the data packet. And data packet is traveling in the network. It is traveling. And that same fellow will come, hacker, and say, hey, stop. Yeah, stop. And then data packet will say, and this hacker will say, open your packet. And data packet will say, Niku Nellur Pedda Reddy Telsa. Right? Do you know? So what the packet will say is now, guys, packet will get opened. And bolega, dekh chusko. See, what do you want to see? Nothing. Everything is encrypted. Everything is encrypted. So the hacker can see the data, plain text. No, everything is in different language. You cannot even understand. The hacker will not understand. So your data is safe or not now? Yes. So which is the protocol that you should be using it? HTTP or HTTPS? You see how important HTTPS is? So most of 900% of all companies, their applications, everything will work on which protocol? HTTPS only. Remember, Chitti, whenever you are doing any payments in your internet, first what you need to check it, is it HTTP or HTTPS? If it HTTP and asking for the payment, then it is bus. So it is not safe. So which one it should be? HTTP. Yes. So if you take Flipkart, Amazon, whichever the things that it will be HTTP, or Google is also HTTPS. Should I show you now? Do you see? This is a Google now. So do you see here? There is a lock symbol. Whenever you see this lock symbol, that meaning it is connection is secure. Connection is secure. So Nana, how to use this? So how we need to implement HTTPS is this is something called certificate. Which one? We need to purchase the certificate. What we need to? We need to purchase the certificate. From where do you purchase the certificate? There are so many websites are available, like GoDaddy. You know GoDaddy? Kammami. There's no Kammami, only GoDaddy only. So we have GoDaddy, HostGator, or CA. There are so many, Cloudflare. There are so many websites are available where what you can do is you can go and purchase this HTTPS certificate. You purchase that HTTP certificate and you configuring in your environment. Once you configure it, your application will be safe and secure. And do you see this? If you click on it, do you see this? So validity is there. Here everything is safe. Everything is secure. Don't worry, how to implement all these things, we'll take care. But I'm just giving you small things. Slowly I'm injecting you. Okay. Nana, is this clear? So which one? So we need to purchase certificates, no? HTTPS meaning we need to purchase certificates. So you can also call it as SSL, secure socket layer. Which one? Secure socket layer. That certificates, we call it as SSL certificates. You call it as TLS certificates, or you can also call it as HTTPS certificates. And using this, data is encrypted or not? It is encrypted. So finally, you tell me, Nana, HTTP is not secure. Which one is secure? HTTPS is secure. Super. Clear? Hitting it, sir. Okay, na? Baba, okay? You got it? आज ही आया ना? समझ में आ रहा? Okay, good. So now, super. Non-IT, online non-IT, put NCC. You understood, Nana? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, now many experienced. Okay, so experienced people or many people, those you might have heard about this HTTP over TCP IP. Have you heard about this? Yes. HTTP over TCP IP. So many people might, especially experienced people, might have heard this word called HTTP over TCP. Say that, Nana, pronounce. Say that HTTP over TCP IP. HTTP over TCP IP. Let's see what is this HTTP over TCP IP. So before we know what is HTTP, we know what is IP. Let's talk about what is TCP. What is TCP? Full form. Transmission control protocol. Transmission control protocol. Okay, so let me tell you what is this TCP. Simple, in simple language. Okay, so we can call it transfer control protocol, transmission control protocol, whatever it is. The job is same. Okay, let's say we have two devices. Nana, can we call it as host? Servers, we can also call it as host. Everyone? Yes, instead of server, now let's use a different name called host. That meaning slowly you need to learn the technical wordings. So instead of calling server, can we call it as host? Yes, we can call it as host. So let's say this is server 1. This is server 1 and this is server 2. Okay, see. So guys, if these two servers want to talk to each other, if they want to communicate with each other, first of all, the connection should be established between the two servers, no? Who is the guy who will be connecting? Yes, who is the guy who will be connecting the server and server 2? It will act like a bridge, TCP only. Who is the guy who will start? Who is the guy who will establish the connection between the two hosts? TCP. So if you have server 1 and server 2, or host 1 and host 2, so who is the guy who will be establishing the connection between the two hosts? TCP. The TCP job is to setting karega. Right? First, what they do, it will set the two things. So it will establish the connection between the two hosts. So what is TCP? See here. So okay, so this is TCP. Nana, every server will have the IP address. Yes, this has the IP address. And if you want to transfer any data, how do you transfer? Using HTTP only? Yes. See here. This is HTTP. HTTP is transferring the data over TCP and IP. This is called HTTP over TCP IP. So your HTTP is traveling on TCP and IP. That's why people call it as HTTP over TCP IP. So without TCP IP, your HTTP will work? Okay, let me give a better example here. No. We are in Amirpet. And you want to go to Miapur. From Amirpet to Miapur, how do you go? By metro. You take metro. For example, you take metro. Okay. So from Amirpet to Miapur, you are taking a metro. So if metro wants to travel, if metro wants to run, the metro will run on what? On track only, no? So from Amirpet to Miapur, it is established. Who is the guy who is establishing the connection? Track only, no? On track, your train will go. The track is nothing but TCP. Fantastic. Track is nothing but TCP. And your HTTP is your train. The HTTP is your train. What does the train contain? Passenger. What does the HTTP contain? Data. What does the HTTP contain? Data. So your track is like TCP and train is like HTTP. And what does the train contains? Passenger. What does the HTTP contains? Data. You understand? So who will be establishing the connection between the two hosts? TCP. Which one, Nana? TCP. So your HTTP, HTTPS, SSH, RDP, all this protocol will run on TCP only. Everyone should be working on TCP only. TCP is like a bridge. Okay? Cool. So I'll write for you. TCP establish the connection between two hosts. Okay. Nana, can I say TCP is like a bridge? Yes. Or messenger. Okay. You understood till here? And there is a brother of TCP. There is a brother of TCP. You know who is the brother name? Which one? Who is the brother of TCP? UDP. Which one? That is guy is nasty fellow. Is that reliable or not reliable? Not reliable. TCP is reliable. You can trust TCP, but can you trust UDP? No. Let's say, for example, your metro will stop each and every station, no? He will collect, he will pick it up and everything. He'll establish the connection. UDP is not like, if you are getting down or not, doesn't matter. So it will go. Will it establish the connection again back if it is lost? No. Is it reliable? Which one we should be using? TCP or UDP? So TCP is reliable. UDP is not reliable. What is the full form of UDP? User Datagram Protocol. So we don't talk much on the UDP, but the thing is, which one we should be using in Nana? TCP. Chittis, is this clear till here? Non-IT, is this clear till here, Emma? Everyone? Understood? No, if you don't understand, please ask to repeat. Don't. So you are here to learn. So you can easily ask, no issues. Don't hesitate. Okay, now let's talk about now very important thing. Certificates. Yasin is asking about the certificate. No, certificates. Whenever we are talking about certificates, certificate is related to HTTP or HTTPS, sir? HTTP, yes. If you want to use HTTPS, what you need to have? Certificates. If you want to use HTTPS, what you need to have? Certificates. From where do you purchase the certificate? GoDaddy, HostGator and all. But we are learning AWS, no? Why you want to go outside? So AWS is providing certificates also? Yes. Why, how and all? We'll talk on that slowly. Okay. So you don't need to go for outside. So you need to purchase the certificate. And what are the certificate called? Can it call it as SSL certificate? Yes. Can you call it as TLS? So don't worry about, if you don't know about TLS, don't worry about it. HTTPS meaning certificates only. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, guys, very important topic. You have to be very honest. Okay. I'll ask the question. You have to be very honest. Okay, na? Nijam chaptara. Sahi bolega. Yes. See. What is that? Have you heard about this OSL layers in your academics? Yes or no? In your BTech college days? Yes or no? Yes. So, and I bet these OSL layers you might have learned, but that is 100% final exam question. Yes or no? And you by hearted it and then bodak, you put it on the paper. Yes or no? Do you know what is OSL layer? Tell me honestly. No. We just learn. How many layers are there? 7 layers. We know that we have above 7 layers. But if I give a chance also, you will say all 7 layers. But how is the, what is that 7 layers? Why we are using it? Where are getting used? Why did we learn? You don't know those things. And you will become a AWS, so-called AWS architects and engineers. Without this, how do you know? How do you become engineers? Right? So let me remove that myth in your mind on OSL layers in a beautiful example. See. So let's say OSLS. So I'll take host machine. This is one host and this is another host. Okay. So can I call it a host 1 and host 2? This is host 1 and this is host 2. Okay, Nana. Okay. Instead of calling host 1 and host 2, let me make you very interesting. Let's say this is boy and this is what is a boy and a girl? Okay, let's see. What is this? So I'll take a nice funny example. You have to understand or not? You have to understand, right? Okay. Let's take a funny example. Let's say, for example, you are in the bus stop. You are in the bus stop. And you see a nice girl. Okay. And you want to communicate or talk to the, or you want to communicate to that girl. How do you communicate? Tell me. We are all single in the bus, sir. Eye to eye contact. Okay. Okay. So wink, eyes. What else? Munafising. What is the time? Okay. What is the time? Next. Smile. What else? You never tried, huh? Body language. Yes. So, okay. See, Sukdeep is saying, talking about AWS. Huh? This guy is too technical, huh? Okay. So, okay, you can talk. Hey, you know AWS? Ah, AWS. Where did you learn? From Ria sir. I also Ria sir. Okay, chalo. Right? Okay. So, good. So, Nana, I assume, see, now you are discussing how to talk to that girl. See here. So, here, let's say the boy has to communicate to the girl is the goal. Is the goal now. So, guys, in order to communicate, okay, in order to communicate to that, first of all, you need to have the communication. So, you need to have the communication, no? So, either you need to have, okay, hold on, guys. So, let me. So, good one. So, it's good to have fun. Okay. So, the boy has to communicate to the girl, right? So, how does he need to have modem? No, he need to have hand or eyes or smile or body language. You should have something to communicate. Yes or no? Yes. So, first of all, the boy and girl should be physically present in the bus stop. Yes or no? They should be, first of all, physically present. So, here they need to be physically present. Okay, good. Now, they want to communicate with each other. How they are communicating? Using hand, eyes, smile. Yes or no? So, let's say if you take server also, or laptop or server. If you take laptop or server, how it is sending the data, your laptop? You have Ethernet card, LAN cable. You have Ethernet card. So, LAN cable is there, no? So, you are sending the data through that link, right? So, you are sending the data through the link. And here also to the girl, you are sending the data through hand. So, you are saying hi, or raise the elbow, hi, eyebrow, right? This is a data link. That meaning you are sending the data. You are sending the data to that girl, right? So here, the server also has something called data. Using the Ethernet or LAN cable, you are sending the data on the server. So now you need to have a data link, Nana, in order to send the information. Yes, you need to have a data link. So the boy and girl should be in the same bus stop or different bus stops. So these two servers, host 1 and host 2, should be in the same network or different network. Then only the communication will happen, no? Yes, they both should be inside the network. They both should be inside the network. Okay, good. Now, guys, boy is there, girl is there, data link is there, they have the hand ready, they are in the same bus stop. Now, everything is now positive. Everything is now positive. Then next to us, there will be one, our friend will be there, no? Yes or no? At that time, friend will be there. And if you want to establish the connection with that girl, what you need to do? You will say, Are mama, go re, go and talk to that girl, no? Tell me about myself. Huh? So that friend, what they'll do is, that friend will go to the girl. If the friend, okay, who will be establishing the connection between the two hosts? Okay, now it is friend. In our network, TCP. Which one? TCP, yes or no? Two hosts. If you have two hosts, who will be establishing the communication? TCP. In our real life, who will be establishing the connection between the two hosts? The friend only, no? Okay, so now we have the connection, okay, like this. Who will be establishing the connection? TCP. Nana, Chiti, if your friend is TCP, is reliable. If it is UDP, forget about you. He will take away. So that is the UDP. So who is reliable? TCP. So you need to have a good friend. If you have a nasty friend, they both will say you tata bye bye, right? So khatam. Oh, right? Okay. Okay. So you will be using TCP. So the next thing here is we call it as transport, where else you can sending the data. Okay. Okay, now your friend has established, guys, see here, your friend have established the connection between the boy and girl. But do you need friend now? Once it is established the connection, do you need the friend? He'll say that, Arey, bahut zyada ho gaya, chale ja. Go, okay? So now we don't need the friend. Once the connection is established, now a private session will be established. private connection will be established, correct? Yes, the private session will be established. Private. So now once the private session is established, what will happen next? So the boy will give a lot of presentations, and also girl will also give, don't think bad, girl will also give a lot of presentations. Once the presentations, everything, all gifts got exchanged, and finally what is there? So they will go here and there, they'll go to movies, they'll go to and because they can send the data. So here we have HTTP, HTTPS, where you can send the data here and there. So presentation meaning that you can go to our home, she can come to your home. That means they can access all the data using these things. And your transport layer, who is the guy who will be helping us? TCP. In network, we have the IP address, right? Yes. What is that? You have physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. If any server wants to communicate, they need to pass through all these things. And this is called OSI layers. Now you understood? Huh? So, sir, if you told me in college days, I could have answered this. So now you see how. So if any client or server, if any two hosts wants to communicate with each other, they have to go through this entire OSI layers. And sir, why did you told about OSI layers? So these OSI layers will be helpful in our coming days. How we can use it, we'll see it. SSH meaning secure shell. Guys, what is the how do you connect to the Linux machines using which protocol? SSH. How do you connect to your Windows machines? RDP. All these things will come under which layer? Presentation layer. So in your interviews, they'll ask, hey, which is the protocol which will come under transport layer? TCP. Which one? Which is the protocol will come under network layer? IP. So this is how they'll be asking in the interviews. Right? Understood? Is it clear, Nana? Everyone? So, so do not worry about, we no need to go deeper into this OSI layers, but if you understand there are 7 layers and what are those layers, that is sufficient. Because we no need to waste time going deeper into this OSI layers, not at all, not required. Physical meaning physically they should present, your server should be present, right? Okay. Super. So, guys, session layer, basically the private connection will establish, Shiva. On top of the private connection, there will be a protocol RDP SSH will be exchanged, Shiva. Okay. So Nana, we have learned these basics. What are the basics that we have learned till now from starting? We discuss about client server. Yes, and online people. So we discuss about client, we discuss about server, we discuss about client server architectures. How many architectures are there? 3. What are those? 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. So we discuss about this. After that, we learned about the DNS. And then today we discuss about the protocols. You understand these topics? Tomorrow will be we are entering into the cloud. Tomorrow we are entering into the cloud. So guys, I would say tomorrow will be really, really interesting session, because tomorrow everyone has this mind, everyone has this question, sir, what is this cloud? Where is this cloud? Who named this cloud? Asal, what was there before? Why they have named? All these concerns and myth. Tomorrow's class, you will get a lot of information there. Okay. Good, good. So guys, tomorrow don't miss the class, because I would say that we are entering into the cloud. So if you miss the titles and if you miss the hero entry, your picture will be good. All right. So you should not miss the entry. So every character in our course is an hero. So don't miss those entries. Okay. Good. Thank you, Raju. Guys, any questions, Nana? Online? Yes. Super. Okay. So is okay for you? How are the classes? Nana, online? You feel okay? Good? Brilliant. Very good. Excellent. Yes. So, Shubham, yes, tomorrow we'll talk about that Harshita, about what is on premises. Venkat, Python. Excellent. Awesome. Very good. Any other questions that I can help you with online? And tomorrow, don't miss the class because you'll be having don't miss the topics I'm saying, right? Great. Shubham, if you are there, people are asking for the formalities. If you put it, otherwise you will get it tomorrow, those details. Don't worry. Okay. Data packet, Praveen, data packet is nothing but which contains the information about source and destinations. Can I place a fresher with your course as yes, you can. Shilpi. Good. So we have offline also. Sunil Babu, come here. We have so many students here offline also. Okay, Nana? Good. So don't worry on that, Kunal. Don't worry that on at all. Okay. 100% Venkatesh. It's really good. People need that kind of things that you already have that language with you. That's really good. But the thing is, you need to learn AWS. It's really important. You will get all the details soon from the this is online and offline, so do both. So if you want to see me, you can come here. You can attend from here also. Okay, Nana. So don't worry. So we'll be taking all your questions and then don't miss the class tomorrow. Can you give me the final CC for today, please? You can start your video. You want to see me? CC with smile. Yes, you can, Subbarao. NCC meaning non-IT crystal clear. CC meaning crystal clear. Vamshi, both are fine. No difference. Vamshi. I'm agriculture. Abdul, yes. For that, you need to learn AWS first, then DevOps. Abdul Salam for this. And so that is my email ID. If you still have any questions, you can post the questions to my email ID also. I'll help you there. Okay, Nana? Good. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next beautiful and wonderful, important topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Don't miss the class. Good night. Bye-bye.